This always happens when a woman's behavior and beauty doesn't align. What do I mean? Her behavior and her beauty doesn't align. You know, when you are beautiful as a woman, there's certain I cannot speak. Okay, there's certain expectation that men requires or assume that you have, which is a great character, right? A woman who has a high standard when they come to choosing men, because they assume that you are beautiful, and therefore you have a lot of men that want you, which is a reasonable assumption. A beautiful woman are wanted. We all want what is beautiful, okay? We chase after that. That is human nature, okay? But if a woman's behavior and her beauty doesn't align, this happens. She gets used by men. Men do not respect her. Men will not take her seriously. She is left unmarried if she wants marriage. Though marriage is not the holy grail, okay? I can tell you more on that. She shall be taken for granted, because she shall be passed over, okay, for a woman that is less beautiful. So, because remember, when it comes to mating dating decision, mating decision is definitely directed by women, but the dating scenes is also directed by men. Meaning, men are the one approaching you as a woman. So this what happens when a woman's behavior and beauty doesn't align. A man will find you beautiful, find you very attractive, which you are, right? He will approach you and say, "Hey, shorty, I think I find you very attractive. I would like to take you out." He has a set of expectation about you based on your outlook. Remember the way you present yourself, you convey yourself. He's like, okay, I assume that she has a great moral and high standard, and she respects herself. But come to find out, he approaches you, and then he realizes that after all, you are an easy girl. You are a woman without standard. He is surprised because the outlook, the physical outlook, doesn't align with the behavior, with what he expected to come from a woman like you. He put you on a pedestal. You know, because remember, first expression matters. Okay, we all give off our first expression when we meet someone, okay, and we get first expression from people that we meet as well. So, you know, he may have taught you a high standard, but then he realizes that you are willing to sleep with him the same night. Let's say you met online, okay, and you guys meet for the first time, and he realizes that you don't mind sleeping with him the same night. He's going to be baffled. He is a man. He likes it. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. When there's fun involved and banging without any type of responsibility, you need to count the man to be the first to raise his hand. He will say, "I'm in. Don't worry." That is the male nature, okay? He's going to say, well, this is great, but he shall judge you. And he has every right on this planet to judge you. If I was a man, I would have judged you too. Though you did me a favor, okay? You did me a favor. I slept with you, okay? He slept with you. You did him a favor. But that doesn't stop him from judging, because he's logical. Men are smart and logical. So do not think he's a dummy just because you put whatever it is in his face. I don't want to be vulgar. I hate to be vulgar, because I know myself. When I decide to go vulgar, I go vulgar. So please, you think you've satisfied him. He should accept you just the way you are. He said, she is a beautiful woman. Granted, but I don't think this is what I want. You want to talk about ghosting? Ghosting 101. Yeah. Give your body to a man same night and see if he wouldn't ghost you, no matter how beautiful you think you are. It doesn't matter. There are exceptions out there, which is right, 1 in 1,000, in a million exceptions. But the fact that you slept with him, he's going to say, how many men have this woman slept with, meeting them for the first time? I don't think I can trust her. Then I am disappointed. I thought she had some brain matters in her skull. Her skull seems to be empty. She was only good on the outside, an empty shell. Right? Yeah. And he has every right. Because there's one thing a man doesn't want. He doesn't want to get with a woman that is easily acquired by other men. They compete among each other. So therefore, if you if you are a subject of his interests, okay, he's going to put you on the pedestal. But if your behavior doesn't align with your beauty, your beauty can be shiny as a diamond. He shall say no to you. Like no, he's going to ghost you, as a matter of fact. Okay, let's say you didn't sleep with him for the first night. You meet him, and you happen to be very rude. You happen to be rude even to the waitress. He's going to pay attention to your behavior. He took you out on a date, and you happen to be very rude. You talk anyhow. You talk loud. Oh my God. Well, you talk like me when I'm in my basement, okay? You scream, okay? You laugh weirdly. You can't help the way you laugh, but sometimes we can control our laugh, okay? When we're in public. Unless you don't give a damn, sometimes you just let loose that ha ha ha. Especially if you're African. You understand? We African, when we laugh, it's ridiculous. The whole town have to know. That's how come even when we come to the West and we are on the phone, on the bus, everybody look at us like these Africans are crazy. Oh yeah, we are loud. Unless you're African, maybe I will give you a pass, but hey, control yourself. So let's say he takes you out on a date, and you're super rude, my dear. You think you're better than the waitress. Oh, but again, this food is cold. I said I wanted a hot food. Warm it up. This one thing in life. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Someone that gave you food for you to eat had the power over your life. It doesn't matter if you're paying for it. And don't be surprised if she or he spit in your fucking food. Well, I said I wasn't going to get vulgar. What am I saying? Control your mouth. Yeah. Be careful. When someone gives you food, they have power over your life for that split second. So respect them. But your ass will go out there and be very rude because you're paying, you're in the fancy hotel, not hotel, but a restaurant, so it's expensive, they cater to you. Oh my God. He's going to find that obnoxious. Like, what type of woman am I with? She cannot control her emotions. There's one thing men do not appreciate, by the way. Because you can think they're all driven by their members. I think so too, but I think there's more to them. I find them to be very smart, amusing, cunning. They're very cunning, okay? I like them, and they're very reasonable. Even though, I like to go back and forth with them, I like to kick them sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just go for them, come here. So therefore, it's like, he's going to watch you, observe you, and say, I don't want this type of behavior displayed, in my meeting. Let's say, no, not meeting, but in my annual gathering. Let's say he is a doctor and he goes for these conventions, okay? He is a lawyer, he goes to conventions. He is an inventor, he goes to convention. He is a businessman, oh my God, he's all over town. He is in finance and he's 6 feet and blue eye. He goes to convention. He has to take you there. If you guys become an atom, you're not yet an atom, because men like to think ahead of time, by the way. You guys always assume they are not thinking, they're all about in the moment, though they are when they're all about fun, when they want to get in your drawers and they don't care about you, they're all in the moment. But when they come to the woman that they want to take seriously, they are going to think ahead of time. Yeah, that's when you know how smart the male nature is, or the men are. To say, well, I am in this high position. Hopefully he is, We're hypergamous over here. Hypergamy at its best. Like, I'm going to take this woman to convention, to this and that. What is going to happen? She's going to start screaming at the a waitress, a waiter. I don't need this type of behavior to be displayed. Among my colleague, I'm very respected. He's not going to take you seriously. I'm sorry. Your behavior doesn't align with your beauty. There's too much of a cost. He's not going to bargain. You're not worth bargaining for. Why would he? I wouldn't bargain for you either if I was a man. But you know, I'm not a man, unfortunately or fortunately, because I would have been an asshole. If I was a man, I would have been an asshole for a woman whose behavior and beauty doesn't align. What am I going to do with you? Sorry. This happens when your behavior and your beauty doesn't align. Now, let's keep going. He is going to test you to see, truly, if he can get more than just your beauty. He's going to ask you questions. Let's talk about, current topics, anything. The only thing you know is going to be your fashion. That's what you talk about. You cannot talk about anything more than fashion. It's all fashion based. If it's not fashion here, it's fashion over there. Oh my God, do you know? Hey, my dear, it's good to know about fashion, but you don't know about current affair. You know nothing about current affair. You don't even know how to fake it. Now he wants to talk about, everybody's not into politics, okay? But he just wants to talk about something normal. Maybe health. If you don't know about politics, talk about health. Anything. You can say, well, I take vitamin D. I take vitamin this. I take, prenatal, though you're not pregnant, because it help with my hair, help with this. Make something up outside than fashion, shopping, and looking like a gold digger. Even if you're a gold digger, be a gold digger on the down low. Meaning, don't bring on your card. He's going to say, well, I want a woman who can reason, who is intellectual. And being intellectual, it doesn't go with the degree that you hold. That's one thing women don't get. There's a difference between intellect and achievement. Your degree is your achievement. You achieved it because you wanted to. You were dedicated. It doesn't mean you're not smart, but intellect differs from, achievements, from your degrees. So men that really want to project themselves with you, they think ahead of time, and you cannot talk about anything outside of your makeup box, outside of certain big makeup brands. That's the only thing you talk about. Yeah, that is not attractive. And if let's say he wants to talk about baseball and you don't know, talk about a sport that you understand. Just say, well, the male nature, you just like sport. Who is your favorite baseball, whatever it is? Just pretend. Oh, okay, that's fine. So how do they play? If you don't know at all, ask him. There's nothing better than that. A man will feel so happy if you ask him question, because he is, the center of your universe. Oh, she doesn't know this. All right. They have to be more about you than your beauty. If you rely solely on your beauty is going to deceive you, because your behavior will never align with your beauty. And men will not take you seriously. And if you happen to meet a player, can I say you're doomed? Yeah, he's going to gaslight your behind. It's going to glow like this, like a rising sun. Don't be surprised. He's going to use you. So a woman whose behavior and beauty doesn't align, a man will find everything that I just mentioned out and still stick around. He may stick around even for a year or years, but you are not the one. You are not the one. You are the center of his pleasure. He only sees you when he wants pleasure, because he knows you. When a man knows you and he has studied you and he knows you fall for almost everything, yeah, he's going to keep you around. Because there's one thing, my dear, one thing cannot say that man cannot say no to is easy booty, free booty, accessible booty. Easy, free, accessible booties, meaning pussies. Vulgarity at its best. I don't think I'm vulgar. Okay, I think I like to speak my mind. Free booty, accessible booty. A booty doesn't require much. Yeah, he is going to keep you around for years. And you will say, he used me, he took advantage of me. Oh my God, my youth is gone. I relied on him because I put my hope on him. I thought he was going to marry me. But he didn't marry me. Why? 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 Because your beauty and your behavior didn't align. He saw the flaws in your beauty, your shiny beauty, my dear. Because all you do is to lead with it. And you think it's enough to keep a man. Your beauty is only enough to keep men that want to bang you for free. Because they know you don't have the brain matter. Okay? That's how come he kept you that long. But he settled. Not settled, but he settled with a woman that he liked. Like he went and found a woman that he found very attractive mentally and physically, and still let you go. Do you understand? So therefore, your beauty and your behavior, when they don't align, you're in trouble. Uncommon theories, uncommon answer. Again, my name is Rose, and I shall always remain the Rose that you know. Thank you.